Starting. What's up, everybody? This is Atomic ANCAP, and it looks like I'm anti-communist action thing, but ignore that. I'm Atomic ANCAP for this. But this is going to be the first Helicopter Pilots podcast stream, and we are going to be joined by ANCAPus. Sup? We're gonna be. Oh crap! We're also gonna be. It's like echoing in my ear. Sorry. Okay.
Oh, I've been there.
Yeah, it was echoing in my ear, which was messing up my speech. Anyway, we're also going to be joined by Siamoko.
What's poppin'?
We're going to be joined by my house pet. Wait,
The porcupine.
I don't have something nerdy / cool to say, so
Okay, first thing I wanted to say, I joined the dark side, guys. Yeah.
Yeah,
I saw that.
So what were you saying before we started the stream?
What was I saying? I was saying that I joined the Sith.
Oh.
What's your thoughts on that?
Okay. That's great. You're killing communists. That's really good.
And democracy advocates. You gotta kill those democracy advocates.
I'm gonna drop the mouse.
Anyway, what's the first topic we are going to be discussing?
I think
I
we
don't know.
should.
Related to politics, okay? Oh, good lord.
I was gonna I need to check. Let's check.
National transhumanist primitivism.
National turn. We got this person. Make me moderator.
Make me. This is not a debate, bro. This is not a debate.
Dimitri.
It's a good idea. Maybe I should go on the stream.
It's a good.
New subscriber, Austria.
I got the exact same person.
Austria.
Yeah, I did too.
But,
At least we know where he gets his knowledge from.
Do we have to do exclusively politics? Because I want to talk about another, it still ties into politics, but it's not exclusively political.
Fine.
Okay. What's your opinion on religion?
I'm agnostic. I really don't think. I really don't think that religion is true, but I also think we don't know the answer to everything. So.
Personally, I feel like, the same sort of thing. I don't know if it's true. I identify as a Christian, but I don't feel like we should enforce anybody to be anything.
Yep.
Do you guys agree with that?
Stomity. Hey guys, my name is
Yeah,
Stomity.
we shouldn't force anybody to believe anything. But what about you, ANCAPus?
I am a Christian.
Oh.
Yeah, so, yeah.
I'm a Satanist.
Oh God, I hate you. I'm kidding.
Do you even know what Satanism is? I swear to God, everybody doesn't know what Satanism is.
I know, everyone hears Satan and then they think evil.
I know.
There's a difference between a Satan worshiper and a Satanist. Satanists just basically praise individualism and freedom.
I'm not seeing it on the on the podcast.
Let's see.
Hang
You
on,
guys can post questions in the chat.
Anyone want to post questions in
I
the
need to
chat?
go onto the link.
Just randomly. Okay, so
Is it?
Anyone have any
here?
questions in the chat that you want to ask us?
okay. We should try and get maybe guests on here sometime.
Oh, well, yeah, we should.
There we go.
We should get some of the, the
Take the
prominent
ad.
ANCAPs.
Of general on my server. Oh yeah. Ask.
Today, we will be doing the drink
Bleach challenge.
Yes, Stomity will be doing the drink bleach.
National transhumanist primitivism. No.
National transhumanist seriously.
Hank 3558. Anti-communist Reaganomics.
Reaganomics.
Oh. We should
That's conservative.
I have another question, but
ANCAPus. How did you become an ANCAP?
Yeah. Mostly my brother converted me.
Yes, I did.
I actually want to
I
answer
thought we
that question
needed
too.
No, because I don't have the IQ of -6.
I actually want to answer that question too. You know what I did?
What?
In the words of Nightmare Fuel, I went through everything and evaluated what worked and what didn't work. I mean,
I heart Trump. Trump's pretty
Oh,
good.
Wolf Left is here. Comrade Dimitri. We need democracy.
We need democracy. We need mob rule, guys.
Yeah. We
Well,
need mob
Seriously,
I love
like, democracy is
republicanism.
just mob rule.
rule.
I like mob rule. I'm kidding.
It's nice. That's
How
why
would
I
you
love
fix America?
socialism.
Make it an actual free market.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah, that's really the way
Like,
you fix it.
Our
We
big
need
idea is you don't have
republicanism.
to ask us purely political questions. You can ask us like,
We need to become robots, but I don't want to become R2D2.
if I thought you were a transhumanist, I thought you were a primitivist.
He's gone.
Austria. Yes.
He can't make up his
Oh,
mind.
hey, esoterics in the.
Ooh,
I need
Hey,
democracy.
we need-
like
we
a
need-
bullet to the head.
I need democracy like a need to bullet to the head. I need a democracy.
Ignorant
like I need
sin.
a bullet.
like you guys don't have to purely ask political questions. You know.
You guys don't have to. You guys can ask personal questions if you want.
Yeah.
Anyone want some personal questions?
I can't.
Yeah, sure.
Just for me, I can't promise I'll answer them.
I
Not
have
all
a
of them.
few personal
Yeah, like
questions.
I'm not gonna publicly like give out my name here. 'Cause
Yeah.
I don't
What's
like-
better,
what's your
majority
favorite
rule
way
or
to
minority rule?
expose me?
Neither, because rule shouldn't be. Because no one should rule over another person.
Anti-communist Reagan. Your friend is pro-communist.
Majority rule is a mob rule.
What do
minority
you do?
Anti-communist
that-
Reagan. You should get better friends.
Yeah, get better.
Yeah, bro, you should get better
Got
friends.
3
though.
watching and 5.
What's your address? 9877. I'm not telling you Avenue.
Oh, you should have put this like the White House address.
That'd been funny.
24. Okay, so
I'm a bigger fan
can we
than
like
Star
just
Wars.
come up with
I'm a
some
bigger-
personal questions to make the stream more interesting?
I'm trying to talk.
No rules. That's a target.
I cannot talk. I am a bigger Star Wars fan than you, Atomic Ancap. No, you are
No,
not.
you're not.
You don't even know what village Darth Maul came from. I don't even. think so.
How did the
I don't
ANCAP
think
society
so.
defend itself against other countries?
Well, I mean,
no, the thing about that is that, you see, ANCAP is supposed to be worldwide.
And even then, they're a private military.
take his answer from Esoteric in the chat. What?
From Daddy Esoteric.
Wolf left this. That was some extreme reaching.
Oh, like,
Contact
I was
me
gonna
straight-
also
He came from the
ask
Suck Village.
Atomic
Pilot podcast. What is your favorite
Atomic-
part of the Death Troopers book? I haven't read that. I've been trying to read that so much. I've read the Darth Vader one, but I can't find the.
Death
Yeah, I can't find the others.
But,
They have nukes in
Well-
Star Wars? Oh, that's sick. Laser
I was
nukes.
gonna say, oh yeah, I think I might debate Cinnamon.
Mr. Kong 97. Moo.
He wouldn't respond to my comment, but he said he would think about it.
Who wants to add a special guest in here?
Ooh yeah.
Austria, I'd
do-
love to talk to you, but I'm in a call.
So our
who
special
should we
guest is
add?
going to be a. I can't.
Who?
Is everybody here anarcho-capitalist? No.
Should we
let's
try
go. What's
to add?
better?
What about
Either
what about
majority or
Sid?
minority. Those are the
Ooh,
only
Comrade
choices.
Dimitri.
Neither are good. Jesus.
Comrade Dimitri versus anti-communist Reagan.
Ooh yeah.
That's intriguing.
We should. Should we add Sid?
Sid? Who's that?
No, capitalism stuff. I'm just gonna be.
Oh God. Oh
He
God.
might not even be online. Let me check.
Let me like go to.
I'm back.
He said he was
Checking right now.
available. I was gonna ask him if maybe he wanted to be a guest.
He's not
like,
online.
some other podcast.
Oh.
I just looked.
Aw, come on.
Dang it.
Let's go.
Esoteric entity. At Wolf leftist. Neither are better, and that's a false dichotomy since those aren't the only two choices.
Ooh.
Have you guys seen a
Eggs-
How is
Esoteric
a worldwide
Eddie's
stateless
video?
government not a utopia?
Egg
Well, I mean,
Sword, where is he?
First of all, we can economically calculate how it would work with ease.
Where's
Wolf
Well,
Left
the
didn't
question.
answer the question. Where's
Well, I mean, you
Gordon,
construct
I'll
it.
add-
Well,
I'll add
Wolf
egg
leftist.
Gordon.
Wolf.
either
God. Wolf
minority
leftist.
or majority are not the two choices. Like, not the only two choices.
That was me banging my head on the wall
Edwardson,
because I
add
can't
me.
talk.
Okay, I think Edwardson really wants to be added. Are we gonna add
Okay,
him?
I'll add him. Just I have his thing on
Wonderful.
right now.
Well, then again, that's also gonna give everyone the opportunity that we're just gonna add, or I mean, not the opportunity, the impression
Okay,
that
we're
we're just
gonna
gonna
just
add
add
them.
and caps, okay?
Yeah,
Well, and Edwardson, as far as I know, is not an ANCAP.
he is.
Oh, okay.
He is.
Well, he is?
Is he?
I had no.
Just
I don't
add
know.
him, dude.
Edwardson,
Close
are you
enough.
ANCAP? because like our guests are gonna be. So like Wolf Leftist, I love how Wolf Leftist is complaining that we, didn't answer the question. But he constructs a false dichotomy in which those are the only two choices.
Link.
Who?
I'm not to make this
link.
Boom.
Then
7 likes.
Then Wolf Leftist it.
Dude, 7 likes, 6
Wolf
watching.
Leftist,
Does that make sense?
He's cool. Where's
Majority initiating force isn't any better than my. Very true. Edwardson is not an anarcho-capitalist.
Wait,
let's
just add him. Come on, we're adding. Yeah, Wolf Leftist, check your hangouts.
Suyamoko, it's telling me that one. Never mind.
Yeah. What were you saying?
Well, I know what a dichotomy.
He still agrees with us on some things.
Thoughts on transhumanism? I'm not a transhumanist, but if you want thoughts on transhumanism, talk to Esoteric.
Yeah.
But they're making a question for Sceneable video, so I might join that. Yeah.
I think I already left that, but I'm willing to join.
Join that. I do remember that would be great.
Mr. Kong 97 says he's awesome.
Oh wow, yeah.
Let me check something.
Reminds me of that one song called "Humble."
Egg Sworden and Wolf Leftist. I sent you.
I'm in a moderated video called freaking Good to Know. Good to know.
Okay, come on. Just join. I think.
Suyamoko, you sent me the link. No wonder. Dude, I can't wait for him to join because I want to debate.
Oh yeah, let's get a little bit.
Debate.
Ooh, yeah. Oh yeah, I'm gonna respond.
I can't wait to see.
Oh look, we found him.
Okay.
Liam Lee.
Yeah, that's me.
Doing a face. Oh yeah, you are a reveal.
You already did a face reveal.
That's me, man. This is what I look like, motherfuckers.
Your camera.
Oh my god, what happened to your face?
Like it's being like.
Okay, dude. Okay, wait. I wanted to kind of address your question there.
Yes,
in my opinion, neither is better. And by saying that you can only pick two choices, you're creating a false dichotomy in which those are the only two choices. But in reality, there are many choices. Just like me saying, neither are better, since you're just going to be coerced either way.
Even though Ezo said it first in the comments section.
It's still. So he said
two people can be right at the same time,
It's still a false dichotomy.
You're literally just taking words out of someone else's mouth, dude.
Well, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. Because that's literally a false dichotomy. What do you want me to say? It's a straw man fallacy because I don't want to sound like
yeah, you don't want to be more of a meme than you already are, dude.
Austria. Are you
should we let Austria in?
Okay, guys.
Because I trust Wolf Leftist, but I'm not sure about. I will think about it at CM Monkey. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna send the link to anyone else. Don't worry about that. I'm not doing that.
I trust you.
Okay, you are just insecure because you are. That's kind of mean.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that shit. No. Yeah, because I know Vojnik's gonna fucking ask me, please let me in. Please let me in.
Wasn't Vojnik basically
Austrians is basically capitalist.
Super fidget.
Vojnik's cool, in my opinion. Okay, Vojnik is cool, but he does ask to go into fucking live streams all the time. It gets annoying after a while.
Sorry about that. I had to fix my computer monitor.
Esoteric Entity says, "Can I join the call?"
Sure.
Oh.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure. Let's just go ahead and let him in.
Just send him the link.
Who wants to invite Commissar Squirrely while we're at it?
No, he's not getting back.
No. He's not getting into another one of our streams because he lost.
Guys, should I invite Austria?
Nah.
Sorry, Austria.
Sorry, Austria. We love you as a country, but you're not joining our stream.
Should we do some personal questions from the chat? Not
I guess we can.
Yeah, I mean we can.
Just ask questions. Ask questions.
Who else saw my meme on Twitter?
I didn't.
It was that meme of it was that kid.
I saw that one.
It was
That's
a kid.
funny.
Yeah, it was a kid who had a lemonade stand, and there was a like Ancom right by him
Oh
going,
yeah, I saw that one. That was funny.
Borges, exploitator,
Bourgeoisie.
property is theft.
Yo,
Okay.
dude. Proper.
Yeah, that's okay.
No.
Yeah, okay. I'm sending him the link on Twitter right now.
You're confusing two
Someone.
completely different terms: private property and personal property. You
Look,
already know the difference.
Private property and personal property are the same thing.
No, it isn't. Private property
Yes, they
is
are. All property
factories.
is property.
No.
They both come from self-ownership.
They both come from.
They both
No.
be private
No,
property.
only one comes from self-ownership, and
No, they
that
both
is
come
No,
from
personal
that's not
property.
self-ownership.
true. If
Okay, wait.
self-ownership
Let me
is being
talk. Let me
able
talk.
to own property.
Okay.
If you take
Yeah,
away
that's
that
true.
right, even if it's an arbitrarily determined thing, you do not have self-ownership.
Well, no, personal. Let me explain my point. The reason private property doesn't come with self-ownership is that pretty much because
Answer-
nothing justifies the exploitation of other people or the hierarchy over other people.
Well, there
And
is no
private property
Can we
allows
take
that
a
to happen.
pause for this for a second? I was going to answer anti-communist Reagan's question. Answer this with only yes or no. Do your parents know you're gay? That's a loaded question.
Dude, you know you're a Satanist?
How about N/A? Oh, Eggsworm, you're finally here.
Awesome.
Oh, hey, Everton.
Oh,
Esoteric.
Ezo.
Okay, wait one second.
Esoteric, I never noticed. Are you furry?
No, I'm not.
Wait one second. Wait, let me
Good.
mute. Hey, Smoke, I'm sorry, but I had to mute you for a second. Anyway, so on your claim that nothing justifies exploitation, first of all, they're not exploited since it's voluntary. It's a voluntary transaction.
How's it voluntary? If like it's the same thing like saying if you're gonna so you work or you die in the street, but then it's if you're saying that's
I mean, that's not
voluntary,
the
it's
only
like
choices.
no.
There's self-employment. You ever heard of that?
Yeah, there's literally no
you
system.
cannot self-employ unless you have resources to actually self-employ yourself with.
Well,
That's
yeah, but
ridiculous
that's
saying that you can. Well, no, if you don't have any resources, you can't self-employ yourself.
Yeah,
And
but
the only way to get resources is to get a job.
Work to self-employ
Yeah,
yourself.
that's actually not true though. There are many alternative ways to get resources, not just get a job.
What?
And also,
what
yeah,
by like welfare or
address,
something?
To address the argument real quick, the distinction between private and personal property, the distinction inherently relies on the idea that there can be a commodity which does not accumulate capital, which can't be used to produce capital. The problem with that is that since value is based on marginal utility and
Not
anything
always.
can be used as a utility, anything can be used to accumulate capital, which means that the distinction between personal and private property is entirely semantic.
Well, so you're pretty much saying that. Yeah, okay. Like it's obvious that you don't know the difference. Obviously, you don't know what.
No, I know the difference. I understand what Marxist economics or just any general socialist economics was distinguishing the distinction between personal and private property, quote unquote, was based on the distinction of what can and can't accumulate capital and what does produce value based on the amount of labor put into it versus what doesn't. And that's the problem with that, is value is not based on the amount of labor put into it. Value is based on the utility of the commodity which is in question. Therefore, there's no distinction between separate areas of property. There is no distinction between personal and private property.
Well, the reason that I have to refute that is, first of all, the reason that the labor theory of value is true is mainly because of the fact that value comes because of the fact that products are created through labor.
But that doesn't make them valuable.
What? That was the most circular logic I've ever heard.
Yeah.
No, but would you agree that value is created from labor?
Yeah.
And the product is value.
No,
value is created by the marginal utility.
I'd argue that commodities are created through labor, but the value that commodities have are entirely based on their utility.
Yeah, we can hear you now, but I kind of gotta mute you. Sorry.
And of course, value isn't based on labor and capitalism. However, you can use the labor theory of value to compare capitalism to other economic systems and to judge it by the labor theory of value.
I kind of want to add my sense to that. I want to add my sense to that. Saying that it's basically just an excuse. You know, you're saying, oh, but that's only in capitalism. But in capitalism, or even in any economic system, that's the only possible way that you can actually know of a commodity's of value through the utility of it.
Yeah,
I
your
thought it was
argument
individual.
there,
I thought it was
your
by individual
argument there
decision.
carries the implication that depending on the economic system which has been implemented, that people somehow change their understanding of value and their grasp of objectivity changes, when as a matter of fact the economic systems which exist, the markets that exist, are a direct result of how people view these commodities and how they associate. That's what directly affects the market, and that's the reason why socialism and all these other systems from a position of market standpoint is because they only work in one way, and that's in the free market society.
No. Well, there is no free market in socialism, so how could you judge it by that?
That's exactly my fucking
exactly
point.
his
There's
point.
no free market in socialism, so that's you can't do that. You can't just
Don't
say,
curse.
"Oh,
This is
well,
a Christian
well,
Christian server.
well, people somehow they
Who unmuted
learn to value things by the amount of labor put into it." No, that's absolutely ridiculous.
How? Yeah, but still.
Oh wait,
Why?
I
Yes?
kind of wanted to like add an example.
Add an example, sure.
Basically, because you can't like logically and consistently base commodity value on labor, because, well, obviously it's inconsistent. Because, and here's an example. Let's say we had, a guy who built a statue out of stone, but he worked less. He didn't work as hard as the other guy who built his statue out of cow manure. So, he spent more time on it, but, people bought the stone one. Why is that? If value is what determines, if labor is what determines the value, if labor is what determines the value of commodities, why wouldn't people buy the one that's made out of cow manure?
Well, no, that's
It's inconsistent.
No.
That's not
actually
your cam is on, just so you know.
I don't think.
your camera's on.
I really don't think.
All right.
Yeah, so can you rephrase that in a way so I can
Face real.
Rephrase it.
Yeah,
Hey,
rephrase it.
Can I rephrase it?
So no, I'll rephrase it. So basically, if labor is what determines the value of a product, the guy who spent less time working on a statue out of stone, but the other guy who how do I rephrase this? Okay. So let's say we had, this guy built a statue out of stone, but he didn't work as hard as the guy who built his statue out of cow manure. And basically, more people acquire the stone one simply because, well, I mean, I can't talk today.
Okay, the cow manure thing is like, who cares what the statue is made of? All that matters is the quality
they
of
do
what
care.
the statue
They do
is
care
made
of
of.
it.
Well, no, I don't care
Well,
what it's made of. If it's
That's the thing.
cheaper-
That argument is entirely depends on the idea that there's an objective desirable quality. Okay, what if I want a
Of course
statue
there
made
is.
out of wood? Okay, you
Yeah.
might want a statue made out of bronze, but I want it made out of wood. Okay, if I see a bronze statue, I'm not going to value it as much as I would a wood statue.
Well, yeah, exactly. Yeah, but how about but seriously, what's more expensive, bronze or wood?
Well, it
It's
depends
obvious.
on the marginal utility. Okay, I think wood is more valuable, but you think bronze is more valuable.
I don't think bronze
okay.
is more valuable. I think
To
they're
me,
equally
I
valuable.
wouldn't take a bronze statue, but I'm just saying in this hypothetical situation. But if I wanted a wood statue, but somebody gave me a bronze statue, I'd say, "Where's my wood statue? I want my wood statue. I paid for the wood statue. I don't want the bronze statue. Go ahead and take the bronze
Austria's
statue
trying
back."
to join. Should I invite him?
Who?
Austria.
We don't know him. Don't invite him.
Austria.
I mean,
Yeah.
like, I can talk to him on
No.
the side if you guys want.
good kids do not invite people you don't know.
Yeah, but still,
wait for a
what that's
freshman
going by is
round
that
to get called.
No, okay, don't invite any more ANCAPs. We can invite another commie though if we want to.
Yeah, let's.
Yeah,
is there
yeah.
any commies in the chat that want to get in here?
Is there Dimitri still?
Dimitri
yeah, we
still?
can get
Do you want to get in
Dimitri.
here, Dimitri?
Oh yeah, he's here.
Oh,
You want
Dimitri.
you want to get in here, Dimitri?
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to respond to that
I'll
point.
send him
though.
the link.
Esoteric
Okay.
entity. He's a
No. Just wait
he's
until
actually a
he's
kid communist. He's my age.
He's a communist, a young communist, but he knows what he talks about.
Yeah, he knows his
Like-
theory. He does
He's
know his
kind
theory.
of like Commissar, but a little
I
bit more
expect him for that.
intellectually honest.
Yeah.
Dimitri used to know nothing about theory, but now he knows a lot of theory.
Dude, you'd be surprised at how much he didn't.
Comrade Dimitri.
Yeah.
do you wanna be
He
in
went
the
pretty
stream?
far. Yeah, but like,
'Cause I trust
anyways,
Comrade
responding to that
Dimitri.
point. So, anyways, responding to that point.
I've always wanted to debate Dimitri though. So
Dimitri,
let's get
I sent
Dimitri
you the
in here.
link.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
He'll
but
probably join.
still, like, that what that does is that alienates the worker. Like, there's a lot of problems with marginal value and basing value off of that. Is that pretty much what happens? Is that alienates the worker and makes him feel like he hasn't accomplished anything, even though he has worked on it. That is technically.
So you know how
exploiting the
every
worker.
single worker feels. That's what that would be entirely based on. Is how
I didn't say every single worker feels this way. Like, in
Okay,
fact,
well then
there's
how
workers
can
that
you
paid a
make
lot of money.
claim that labor makes all the workers feel alienated unless you know every single one of them how they feel?
Yeah, but then that's judging by the fact that you don't know what apparently alienation is. Like, can you explain what social alienation is? I want you to explain it so you can actually want to know what you're.
Well, actually, you just brought up a good point. I would like to hear an explanation on social alienation because Marx and socialist economists never seem to actually give an explanation as to what they're referring to when they say social alienation. So it comes off as a buzzword, really.
Well, there actually has happened in many well, you wouldn't call them capitalist, but of course, and for the sake of argument, let's say that they are capitalist. So Japan and South Korea, they have some of the highest suicide rates in the world. Why? Mainly because of the social alienation which is experienced in factories in South Korea and Japan. This similarly
that couldn't have anything to do with their culture a little bit.
No, their culture is very structured, and of course, factories are also very structured, and that causes high suicide rates because of alienation.
Can you say that? Why won't Comrade Dimitri join? That's what I'm trying.
Are you aware?
Yeah, why won't he join?
I don't know. Because he's scared of the
Damn it, Dimitri, join.
Because he's scared of the spooky ANCAPs.
Are you aware of seppuku wolf lepus in that area in Japan specifically, where back in, I don't know if it's such a common thing anymore. They still have a pretty high suicide rate, but yeah, it's a big part of their culture that if they dishonored themselves or their family, that they kill themselves.
But then remember, this also happens in the Philippines, in Indonesia, and in Malaysia, and in even places like like Botswana, which, by the way, Botswana is one of the highest countries in the Economic Freedom Index, which is in Africa, by the way, and has a very low poverty rate.
High on the Economic Freedom Index? It's 30. That's not very high.
No, that isn't very high.
No, I'll go check it right now.
High? Well, still, it has.
That's at the end of the mostly free category.
Well, still, who cares? It has mostly privatized businesses, as well as that. It also
mostly.
Who cares? Capitalism is private ownership, guys. Now to go run back to my safe space.
It's number 34 on the Economic Freedom Index.
I thought it was number 30.
It's 34, and just to
let me check that citation.
Just to give some quick context as to countries which are higher.
The one I'm seeing is 36.
Okay, guys, can.
Yeah. Let Ezo explain his point. Let Ezo explain his point.
That's at the beginning of.
It's 34, and just to put into context, 33 is Armenia, and Armenia is not a very. economically free
you're
country.
Right. You're right.
Armenia is poor, and it's also incredibly authoritarian.
Exactly.
And
We're so capitalist, right?
well, no, authoritarianism can go right alongside
Capitalism can't go alongside authoritarianism
let me explain
because
why.
authoritarians will always go over the rights of others and get in the way of voluntary transaction.
Oh yeah, let me explain my point first.
Fine.
Have you ever heard of the theory of the state apparatus from Karl Marx? Because the theory of the state apparatus states that the state, the purpose of the state is to, enforce the rule of the capitalist class through police.
That obviously
usually
doesn't.
by brutality.
Well, I mean, that doesn't make.
Yeah, that's obviously not true because the governments in the modern sense were forming 4,800 years before classical liberalism or capitalism were even, in theory.
Actually, Marxism acknowledges that they enforce the rule of the ruling class. They've done that ever since slave society has existed.
Yeah, so he's sort of moving the goalpost there because I'm aware that he said that he's sort of moving the goalpost. He's saying, "Oh, well, it upholds capitalism." Oh, well, no. It's not upholding capitalism. It's upholding the ruling class, which is capitalism, and it's just. Really, it gets to the point where it's just ridiculous, in all honesty.
Yeah, well, in the context of modern society, it is mostly private businesses and the rule of the CEOs and the landowners.
But I mean,
they have complete control because they have complete dictatorial control because of the fact that the state is protecting them.
I'm aiming for to stop this at either 10 Eastern time or 8 Mountain time.
We can just do this for as long as we
9
want.
Central time.
Yeah, we can really do this for how much we want. Yeah, so
I'll leave the stream
I gotta go
but I won't be in here.
I just wanted to drop in real quick and say hey. But yeah.
Hi.
Yeah, bye Azertake. Bye Daddy Azertake.
Really good. Goodbye.
All right.
Yeah.
Keeping these yeah, keeping these kids daddies cuz
Like Oh yeah,
By the way, a kid makes a lemonade stand, but he's the bourgeoisie scum of the world,
he's
and
the
now we need to
bourgeoisie scum.
You haven't even you actually didn't even pronounce it right. It's bourgeoisie. It's bourgeoisie.
But I mean,
that's not how you pronounce it at all.
Short version is made out to be Borges kind of.
No. It's bourgeois. You pronounce it like a French accent. It's bourgeoisie. Yeah.
Okay, it's actually when it's the full thing, it's actually pronounced bourgeoisie. I think.
Cole.
Bourgeoisie. Yeah.
I was going to ask something.
What?
Are you in contact with Seanable?
Me?
Yeah, but he won't talk to me.
Why won't he talk to you?
I don't know.
It's your old pal Seanable here.
To get him to the
coming back out.
Can you send him a message? At least.
Yeah. You should tell him to respond to that video.
Stop. I told him that the video was made.
Tell him that is he made his decision if he's gonna debate me or not.
Yeah. Well, no, dude. Don't involve yourself with Seanable, please.
Dude, I really want to debate.
Dude. You're way smarter than Seanable. You're way smarter than him. Why the fuck would you debate someone who's smaller than you?
I think Seanable has only one brain still working.
Degree in physics and astronomy to understand Rick and Morty.
Yeah, you just don't debate him, dude. It's obvious who's gonna win. It's gonna be you. It's an unfair match.
I want to debate him on religion.
But every match between an ANCOM and an ANCAP is unfair.
No, not exactly. Well, Seanable isn't an ANCOM. He's not even really a communist. He is like a social democrat. Yeah, social democrat. Well, social democrats are fucking stupid anyways.
If you take some subtle clues from his most recent videos, you can see that he now understands basic Marxist theory.
He understands very basic.
Yeah,
well, he still thinks
that stuff you can get from watching the first 5 minutes of the Azure Scapegoat video. I read the Communist Manifesto, and I'm not even a communist.
Yeah. In order to truly understand Marxism, you really need to get a job first. That's really what you need to understand Marxism. But because like I haven't gotten a job yet, but I got like 2 years until I can get a job, which I will get a job.
I got like 4 years.
Actually, just a year for me because I'm 13 and the age to go work in New Hampshire is 14.
All right, wait. Wolf Leftist, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
When you do enter the workforce, are you going to screech at your boss about exploitation and?
I'm not going to screech at him. Obviously not. I'm not going to screech at my boss about exploitation. I am not going to do that. Yeah, like you know, that's just stupid.
But you could have worked at the Walmart. Why'd you come here?
A complex degree to understand Rick and Morty.
Yes, it does. It does. It takes complex.
Dude, I know him. Dude, please invite me.
And they did a riot about
let's invite
Szechuan
Austria.
sauce.
I'll send him the link through like a disposable.
Wolf Leftist sounds like.
What's his email?
Wolf Leftist sounds like suck.
Suck.
Okay.
I gave you suck. Fuck you.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. You gave me suck.
I feel like we should talk about something. So,
let's talk about democracy for a little bit.
No.
Let's talk about
Republicanism is better.
No. Okay, we should talk about something that we all don't like, which is social democrats.
Yeah, social democrats are just like
we gotta tax the rich, man.
Seriously,
tax the rich.
Because the poor is totally entitled to the hard working of others.
Yeah. Like we totally need a $15 minimum wage, which will totally not ruin the economy.
I know, right?
Let's get like guys. We need a $50 living wage.
I know. Wait, this is these people's logic.
And then let's take 60% of what they earn, so we'll have to raise it more. But then we'll have to take more of what they earn. But then we'll have to raise it more. But then we'll have to take more of what they earned.
No,
this is then what?
Logic. Wait, guys.
That's economy, guys.
This is seriously their logic. They go, raise the minimum wage. By the way, put more regulations on businesses so it's more expensive for them.
Yeah, it's more expensive for them, and they have to cut your hours, so we have to raise minimum wage, so they have to cut their hours. So we have to raise minimum wage, so they have
then
to
they gotta riot about how they're being cut hours, then
so they have to cut their hours.
Okay.
Businesses don't
I
hire
have to see
Until you're working like
$100
an hour for an hour a day.
Yeah. I want to say a big argument or anything.
Not adding anything.
Yeah, because I don't want to say a big argument or anything, but like, you know, so like from a Marxist perspective, social democrats are like crony socialists. Like they're really just capitalists that regulate the market.
Well,
it might be an oxymoron to you guys. I know it might be an oxymoron to you guys.
It's not a free market.
Ooh, who left?
I mean, if you're a capitalist that regulates the market, then you're already not a capitalist.
But like, if you like, social democrats are just like they pretend to be socialists and give you a bad name. Like,
no, but they support a free market. They support capitalism.
No, they don't.
They claim to support free businesses.
They
don't.
You can't
support a market,
dude. You can't believe everything that they say. You know?
I can claim that,
but like seriously, like they give socialists who actually read into stuff and understand some stuff a bad name.
Why are
some socialists are actually actually smart?
Of course, I cannot accept the call.
Yeah, and hey.
Here, I'll go ahead and message Dimitri.
Yeah. I got a better name for you guys.
You gotta get Dimitri in here.
Yeah, because I got a suggestion. How about this? You call what we call capitalism. You say it's not true capitalism, but liberalism.
We don't say it's not true capitalism. We just say it blatantly.
It is not capitalism.
That's literally the same thing as saying it's not true capitalism. But whatever.
No, it's not. Because like saying not true capitalism would imply that it is capitalism, but you want to dodge the argument and use a no true Scotsman, so you can say no, that's not capitalist for no reason. But when you say it's blatantly not capitalist, like when you say, let's say you had like
say that the Soviet Union is blatantly not socialism.
If you said a planned,
tell me why.
If you said a planned economy was not capitalist, that is not a no true Scotsman because it's actually freaking true. Planned economies are not capitalist.
Yes, I understand that. That's state. Well, I would call that state capitalism, but
they're just governmental capitalism governmental capitalism
or corporatism. Like
corporatism is fascism.
Because do you want to say governmental capitalism or corporatism? Which sounds better?
Governmental capitalism would be better because corporatism is literally
well, which
fascism.
sounds better? Because it's kind of like, what are those called? The
Okay, guys, so I just added Dimitri. I just added Dimitri to the group.
But
okay.
Actual,
wait, guys,
capitalism is a better name. It's more accurate.
So basically, and if you called a monarchy a communist society, obviously that's not true. And you would say, that's not communist since it's a monarchy. So, yeah, it's the same argument because in a free market, free meaning, all association being voluntary.
Communists don't have a monarchy. Well, we will not stateless classes in cashless society. I mean, a communist state, a socialist state under a communist party can have a monarchy.
Well, how? Because you're creating a class and a hierarchy.
Yeah, but then I'll give you an example. In Granada, they had a constitutional monarchy under the British Crown.
Are we going to add Austria in here? He keeps banging.
I know that kind of annoys me at the same time and also kind of makes me feel guilty.
Anyway,
add him. I'll go.
Guys, I kind of want to continue the convo. So
okay, I just know when do you want to invite Austria or not?
I just added him.
Just add him. Seriously.
I just did.
I just add him.
Yeah, I'm never gonna get to talk. Oh, hey,
okay, sorry. Let him talk.
So anyway, when there's a regulation in markets, restricting businesses on what they can do, which naturally reduces competition. Because they wouldn't have a reason to. Also, because when there's a government, governments will usually lobby them like they are doing in America, and it just creates a system where it's not a free market since it's highly regulated. I think in America we have over 80,000 regulations on businesses.
That sounds about right. Let me check.
I don't know how high you have to be to say that that's capitalist, but you have to be pretty high.
But I was
to say, capitalism can't. But remember, those regulations are meant to keep the capitalist class in power. So technically, it is the state is capitalist in that situation.
No, capitalism implies market anarchy.
No, the definition says nothing about that.
It implies
it. We said it at the
same
time.
Here, let me bring up a definition.
Wait one sec.
Actually, I'll bring up the definition. It actually says nothing about market anarchy.
Well, you're bringing up a definition that it was obviously those were a while back when we just thought capitalism was private ownership, but obviously capitalism is a free market. The people who created capitalism wanted it to be a free market, all that stuff. I think so.
Well, you're not. But you're not being intellectually honest there because of the fact that you literally said that capitalism wasn't private ownership back then, and you used that definition
I said that.
Your point.
Well, that's we thought it was. You call me intellectually dishonest when you strawman me. I said that we thought back then that it was just private ownership over the means of production. However,
no, you didn't. I remember you saying that it wasn't private ownership, and you thought you said that was a vague definition.
I just said that they. Oh yeah, but it goes both ways. Capitalism is not just private ownership over the means of production.
Yeah. Oh, so you remember? Okay.
True. That's the foundation of.
But even so, you still strawmanned me by saying
exactly
by that it's not private ownership, that there is no private ownership.
Well, I didn't say that. I said that you said that what I was saying is that you said that it was a vague definition.
Yes, it is a vague definition, though.
Yeah, that's what I meant that's what I meant to say. But this, of course, the Merriam-Webster dictionary isn't a vague definition. It actually, except that it is a neutral definition, meaning that it can be governmental capitalist or anarcho-capitalist.
Well, I mean, no, because governments always restrict free market. Governments will always be yes, they have in all of history.
Then why in the Leopold's Congo? I'm not talking about modern Congo. I'm talking about Leopold's Congo. As well as Chile under Augusto Pinochet. Why did they literally enforce and kill any opposition towards the capitalist class through authoritarianism?
That's not capitalism.
Let me talk to you. Guys.
That's not capitalism.
Let me educate you on some history real quick. So basically, Pinochet Yeah, his market
Until
was
leftists.
his market was only as free as what people could actually sell, because he highly regulated what people could and could not sell, which is not a free market or capitalist. And the Congo Free State, oh, it was totally capitalist, right? Even though it had price controls.
Boom.
Yeah.
It's
It had
called
price controls
social
in there.
capitalist.
Not capitalist. If it has price controls,
Do
it's
you
not
do you have
capitalist.
any sources for price controls in the Congo Free State? Because I wanted to see this. Because actually, largely, the Congo Free State was unregulated. In fact, it was actually enforced by the Force Publique. The
Well,
rule was
it still had, again, it'll tell you it was a free market, but it still had price controls. Esoteric Entity has a thing for that.
Yeah, but even though that in the Congo Free State, in fact, the whole entire state, so-called state, was ran by a private company.
Oh my God, just private ownership is not capitalist.
But it was ran by a private company. Yeah, the price control was controlled by a private company.
They're still controlling. So they're still controlling a market.
Yeah, but the state isn't defined as something that controls the market. The state is defined as anything that puts aggression, that uses aggression to reach its goals.
Yeah, well, of course, but then again, I didn't say that it was that that thing wasn't even a. I didn't say that was a state. I said that it obviously wasn't capitalist since it had price controls, and obviously Augusto Pinochet wasn't a capitalist because he heavily regulated what people could and could not sell.
Yeah. So can you also give me a source for like the thing about how he heavily regulated what people could and could not sell? Oh yeah, actually, I think you sent me that source on Twitter. And remember, on that Twitter site, yeah, that source you sent me, it literally said on the first sentence on the economics section that he had a free market.
Oh wow, yeah, but I put that there to like obviously show like he obviously violated human rights to a huge amount, which means it's not capitalist because capitalism doesn't go against the rights of others, and it doesn't treat people bad, obviously.
I remember seeing that in the definition of capitalism.
Well, obviously, like in a free and voluntary society, that means that since it's based on, I think, wait one second.
Can I interject for just a second?
Yeah, sure. Well, I try to remember.
I just wanted to say that I'm not gonna end the stream, but I'm not gonna be talking. I'm just gonna leave my computer account up at 8.
Okay,
I want to do some other stuff tonight, but the stream will still be running. I'll just not be talking.
Okay.
Okay, and even though it was technically a free market, by some people's terms, it was only free as in people being able to like sell certain stuff because he did regulate what people could and could not sell. And if you want a source for that, go ask Shane Killian, Esoteric Entity, and some of the others.
Yeah, but then there's also the fact that it mostly had privatized businesses.
Oh, good God!
Mostly.
No. He privatized the majority of the businesses. I'm not saying that he did all of them because that's impossible to do.
No, it's not.
In a true capitalist society, it's not impossible.
So you're saying not true capitalism again?
Well, I mean, he's saying that in an actual market, basically, in an actual market, everything can be privatized.
Yes.
Also, I love it when Commissar, just to interject with something that really doesn't matter here. I love it when Commissar Squirrely goes, but Catalonia, right? Because the CNT and the FAI unions looked and acted exactly like a state.
Yeah, well, yeah, it pretty much was a state, but the Zapatista, but still, anarchism has existed before, in the form of but it only existed in one form really, and it was a small. It was a small little town called Christiania, which has about 1,000 people. It existed for about 45 years. Well, you should research this. It's actually a pretty interesting subject, and
it existed for 45 years. Oh, yeah, that's interesting. How many years did it prosper? How many people enjoyed quality of life there? How many years?
For actually the majority of it, I'll try to be specific, but like, I think it was maybe like 31 years about.
31?
Yeah.
Citation? You call that success?
No, it was mainly because they had a huge hash market, which gave it a lot of money, as well as that, like, however, they did get invaded by the police multiple times, which did kind of dumb it down a little bit.
Wait,
However,
it had money.
It wasn't communist. It was socialist, though. It was socialist.
All right, I think I'm gonna leave.
All right.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna stop the broadcast at 8 o'clock. You know, just have a nice 1 hour stream.
I'll stay then for like 8 o'clock. Yeah, I'll stay.
So
I
like,
just wanna get a video done tonight.
also I love it.
Wait, what time?
I also love it when he brings up the
Yeah, what?
like
Can we not do
the
debate for like the last 10 minutes?
Yeah.
I try to talk, but I can't freaking talk.
I'm trying to say something. But...
I'm gonna whine.
Yeah, I know, right?
I can't talk about it, so I'm gonna whine.
I know, right?
Let's get.
That's just what I do whenever I get annoyed. I go.
What was that, dude? What?
What was that?
It was beautiful.
Oh, this is Austria. Huh?
It sounded like a triggered SJW.
All right. Any questions
me,
from the
Austria.
chat for the last couple minutes?
Anyway, so like, I also love it when he brings up the Spanish Revolution. Like, even though it wasn't socialist, since you know, they couldn't vote on everything, like democratically, and it wasn't libertarian since force was used to uphold arbitration. So it just cherry-picks everything.
No.
I have to mention the Zapatistas.
Keep that cancer away from here.
Well, I have to mention the Zapatistas because of the fact that, because you said that the Zapatistas aren't libertarian socialists, but then you never stated your case. Can you state your case here?
Who even cares about socialism?
I am a socialist, so I care.
Wait.
Socialist?
Austria,
What do you mean?
Can you talk again?
I've misplaced my source. I need to go find it again.
Yeah,
Wait,
like,
Austria, what were you saying?
can you just state your point and then, like, you know, post the source later on Twitter or something?
Because I think I was.
What were you saying, Austria?
Yeah, I think it was kind of the same as the French.
People need to
the
speak
Spanish
up here.
Revolution. I mean, because like I think it wasn't libertarian socialist since, you know, force was used to uphold arbitration and stuff.
Well,
I think
no,
that's how it was. Yeah.
well,
Sumiko, I can't
arbitration
hear
is a
you.
capitalist argument.
No,
That's a capitalist
it's
argument.
not.
Well, it is because
It's an argument as to what libertarianism can't have arbitration because, you know, like even the leftist form of libertarianism proposes, like, you know, individual freedom and stuff.
Well, it does. Well, yeah, it does.
So that means that arbitration is not libertarian in both definitions.
Well, yeah. Yeah, but I thought what you meant by arbitration is, like, you know, arbitrarily,
Force.
like changing the value of currency.
No, just like using force by some of the I think.
Oh, okay, I see. Yeah,
Shut up!
like,
No one wants your rap.
Yeah.
Oh my
So, like, you know,
God,
I'll tell you
No
better.
cancerous rap or else I leave.
Yeah.
Edwardson leave? What?
Fucking Smashing Pumpkins is real music, dude.
Play some real music like the Dora the Explorer fame, yeah.
Yeah, you alt
Hey,
rock
you know what, Edwardson, you'd leave if we played some more of that crap?
Sure.
Getting one of my ideas.
Comrade Dimitri.
But then again, I'm known for being.
He's muted, bro.
Yes,
Hey,
Dr.
not
Price.
You're raking my
Again.
ears. Please stop it.
Okay, wait, Comrade Dimitri, you still there? So I kind of want to talk to you.
I'm done.
Yeah, Dimitri, speak up.
Comrade.
He's muted, you idiot.
I know he's muted, but I want to see if he's gonna talk to me.
Yeah, well, he likes to watch conversations a lot.
Comrade Dimitri, come here. Turn on your mic.
Come on, Dimitri, speak up.
North Korea is sexiest Korea.
Come
Come on,
on, Dimitri.
Comrade
That was like the
Dimitri,
worst pun ever.
Capitalism is the best system, and communism like it's horrible.
North Korea is the fattest Korea.
North Korea is the fattest.
Yes,
North
North
Korea
Korea
has the most
is
Asian dictator, so
Yes, it
You know,
does.
South
And he's
Korea
best
having
because
bacon
that's
daycare.
his face with 12 slices of cake and 12 donuts.
You know, it's the best Korea
Even
because they
though
have no food.
Rocket Man wants to blow us up. No.
North
yeah,
Korea
and they had no food
has
in
the
North
best
Korea
food
because of
there's
U.S.
none.
imperialism. So
What?
they have no food in North Korea because of U.S. imperialism.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, some guy freaking got a bullcrap kill on me on Call of Duty.
Do you guys even know that the United States is imperialist? Would you guys agree?
Yeah, it is.
Xenobal said
That's
he's a
why I don't
Nazi, even though
support
he's a
United States
capitalist.
imperialism.
I mean, not
Time to make
capitalist,
this guy.
communist.
I'm making my little guy that I'm drawing in this picture. I'm making him a Nico real quick.
Yeah. Okay, like that's like one of the few things I like about ANCAP is that they're one of the few capitalists who agree that the United States and the Western world is imperialist.
Well,
and
yeah,
also
because
Russia
it's
too.
fact.
Russia
So
too.
we
Yeah,
agree
it
a
is.
simple fact. Nice.
Yeah, but then there's like people like Mr. Sheep who just deny it entirely, even though the definitions are put in front of them.
So when are we
should
going to
end
do
the
the
stream
next
soon?
podcast?
Wait 1 sec.
Yeah,
Let me just
get in the
draw
next
some anime
podcast. I don't know when we're gonna do that.
I'll be there probably.
Hey, Streaks
drawing
Libertarian, are you
anime.
gonna kick me yet?
Yeah, Austria.
Why are you
Austria,
playing
how old are
Tanuk
you?
Tanuk,
Can't
Comrade
kick you if I
Dimitri?
want
You always
to, and I
do
don't
this.
really want to every time.
Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna.
Austria, how old are you? Like seriously.
I'm almost 11. Don't worry, I'm going to be 11 in 1 month.
Wait.
Oh my
are you-
gosh, you're the
He's young.
youngest. You're the youngest member of the political community.
Wait, are you an?
Yeah.
Wait.
pretty
Austria,
sure.
are you
Wait.
an-
I'm 11.
Guys, shut up!
No, he
Yeah,
said he's
sure,
almost
everybody.
11, Simoko.
I hate all of you. Anyway, Austria, are you an? are you an ANCAP?
Well, maybe
Stop
I'm
it.
just a capitalist. I don't agree. Really? Why didn't you play that
Oh,
song?
then you can't be.
I will literally tell you how.
Alright, I muted him. Don't worry.
Let's just let him join the streams. Should we let him join
Who?
the streams? The podcast?
Who should
Austria?
join?
We should let him join.
Aren't we like,
Austria,
We
let him
should
join.
let Killer Keemstar join.
He's
Yeah.
close enough to an ANCAP.
Yeah, let's get Killer Creamstar in here. How about iDubbbz?
Killer
Let's
Keemstar,
let's
let's
get
get right
scared.
to the news.
Hey guys, it's Scarce here.
Comrade Dimitri.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Scarce here today.
How does
I have
Comrade
to.
Dimitri-
There,
What
it's a
is-
crazy
what-
news day. I have
Comrade
to do a
Dimitri
double
is playing
upload.
Tanuk.
So Dimitri, why are you meeting those people? I'm speaking to you as a comrade, so
How does he have the
Also-
authority to do
Should
that?
we end the stream?
yeah.
End the stream.
Yes.
Yeah,
End
it's,
it.
Austria, I
yeah,
want to prank
Come on,
call with you real quick.
End it.
What are you guys saying?
Uh,
I can't hear
end
you
it,
because
Cole.
everybody's talking.
End it. Cole.
Okay.
Okay, Austria. I'm gonna want to do a private call with you after this, okay?
Oh, okay. Thanks.
I need to talk to you about something.
Hey, Atomic
Oh, wow.
ANCAP.
Everybody just left.
Yeah, shit, I don't think I'm gonna leave too.
Oh, cry.
Yo, why'd you kick me out?
I didn't kick you.
Somebody did.
I did not.
Okay, so Austria. Austria, how old are? Do you consider
What just
yourself an
happened?
ANCAP or not?
What just
Who
happened?
removed us?
I think that might have been Kami Dimitri.
Come on, Dimitri.
I got removed too.
Oh, okay. Then
I didn't do it because I got removed too. So
it
I
must
didn't
have
do it
been
either.
suck.
It
must have been
wasn't.
suck. Suck. No,
Why are you
Dimitri. If
making
you
a
do
video,
that,
dude?
I'm not.
I will do something that no one will like. I
Yeah.
will say that I don't like fish.
No, it's a good song.
Well, we don't want it playing during our memes.
No, I like it.
yeah. Okay, so
I'll be right back.
Yes,
I
here's a
gotta
quick-
do something.
So here's a question to ask for all ANCAPs on this call right now. What is the line between corporatism and capitalism?
I mean, I've already explained that I'm not ANCAP. I'm mostly
Cole,
just
you're
Republican.
muted.
But
How the frick is I muted? Anyway, like when there's a lot of regulation and businesses are starting to get help from the government.
No. I mean, no. Like you're not understanding the question. Like,
how much regulation does it require to become corporatist?
Well, I mean,
Because-
I think you need like a moderate amount.
Moderate?
Yeah, moderate. Because even then,
I would say
it's
100% amount is corporatism.
meh.
Because that's how fascism works. Because corporatism is literally the fascist equivalent of economics.
I debated Great Fascist on that. He doesn't even know what production costs mean.
No. You know he was faking that, right?
Of course he was.
Yeah, he was faking that. Actually, if you don't know. Yeah, seriously, he wasn't lying. He literally faked that so that because he wants to debate you sometime again. So because yeah, he does want to.
I debate someone one time on a live stream and then that's it, done.
Really?
Yeah, basically
then
because I have to deal with so much. I have to deal with so much bullcrap that I can't take it all at once.
Well, yeah, you gotta deal with a fucking fascist. Yeah, but still, seriously, a fucking fascist. Why wouldn't someone debate a fucking fascist?
Well, I mean, because I think their economics are crap.
Well, they're corporatists. Exactly, they're corporatists.
Well, I mean, there's more than corporatist. I know that much.
Well, fascism is really just corporatism. There isn't a fascist socialists. There's no fascist capitalists.
But I mean, there's integralists. There's
Okay, I'm back.
et cetera.
The closest thing to fascism that's socialist is Peronism, which is Argentinian.
He just
which is syndicalist and pro-union. That's really all it is, really.
Okay, wait. I'm almost done with my beautiful anime anarchy ball picture.
Why are you being a weeb?
No. Because it's awesome.
It's not awesome. It's not awesome to be a weeb, dude. It's not awesome.
Yes, it is.
How's it awesome to be a weeb?
Because you're oppressing me. That's why.
Oh, you
I'm oppressing you because you're being a weeb.
Yes. I'm an SJW. Everything's oppressive.
Everything is racist, everything is sexist, everything is homophobic, and you have to point it out.
Yeah. At least Marxists don't say everything is exploitative, which is not everything about capitalism is exploitative. In fact,
Comrade Dimitri, stop playing those dead memes.
Yeah, stop it.
I am an expert in memology, and I find that offensive.
Okay, wait, guys. Paint. It's anime.
That is not.
Why?
That is.
Dude.
Not the end.
You were so bad, dude.
You are so bad.
I've watched.
Dude, that picture was beautiful. I don't know what you're talking about.
I've watched 15 episodes of Naruto. I know Japanese.
Dude,
I know Japanese.
why is 90% of ANCAPs furries or weebs?
Well, I mean,
No,
it's
just because you like anime,
Because they can.
and most of us a lot of us get our avatars from people who mostly draw in the anime style,
I hate anime. I hate anime so much.
It depends on the anime you're talking about, because there's some that are fucking terrible, and there's some that are actually
good.
Naruto.
Yeah,
I seriously don't like anime.
Yeah, but there is an anime which is
That's so
actually
cancerous.
good. Yeah, but you know that movie that they recently made on Netflix? It's the Death Note movie.
The B movie?
God, Death Note. Ooh, that Death Note remake. Ew.
I saw it.
It was disgusting.
I saw it. It was so bad.
The remake was disgusting. But then the anime is awesome. The anime is awesome. Okay, the anime is fucking awesome.
So now we're about to end it, and if you guys enjoyed this, I don't want the marching guy. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed this, make sure to leave a like, leave a comment, or else I will come to your house and physically remove you. Bye.